Hello everybody and welcome back. It's good to have you all with us this morning. We're starting things off on a beautiful Tuesday. We are getting so close to June, it's not even funny. And we haven't even mowed hay yet. I know, it's insane. Today it's a beautiful sunny day. Only problem, we've got more rain in the forecast. We could talk about that later. For now, we gotta get our horses in. We've got a lot to do today. We've even got some special help coming down. And our project for today revolves around Archer. If you look at Archer's stall, you'll notice that his floor is about a good foot lower than the rest of the entire barn. And that's simply put, all of the other stalls we were able to level off the floors before we put stall mats in. Archer's was never able to be done. The clients that were in this stall prior to this one was completely fine with it being that way and pretty much was, you know, insistent that we didn't do anything with it. So that's how it's been. But we do want this floor to be leveled off. So we are going to be working on that today. It's one of those things that has been on my to-do list for quite some time. There's just always been more pressing things that have taken my time and I haven't been able to get back to it. But well, because of how the rain that we're getting right now and the fact that nothing's drying down, I can't work on hay. Our hay barn is just about done. We're just waiting on some parts and odds and ends for that. So it's a lot of waiting here, waiting there. So we're gonna get that taken care of and accomplished so that we can finally check that off of our to-do list. We're getting a lot of things done, that's for sure. Some great news is that the horses are coming in from the middle field. They got this down. I'll show you guys. They have it down. Safe to say, we don't need to worry about the horses kind of figuring out what they need to do because they're professionals at this point. Other than, of course, Diego. I gotta say, I'm quite happy with those horses. They have it down. They're doing good. Look at that. There's a roll-up garage door just chilling up there. You know, I had a plan. We were gonna set the camera up. It was gonna be the door going up. We were gonna be all excited. It's still gonna happen. We're just waiting. So today is our first day where we can actually get in contact with the company and hopefully get the situation resolved and get that sent out. This little Jenny is going over to the Veggie Boys because they're planting vegetables today. So that'll help power their pumps. And we're taking hay out. Now today's exciting. We've got rain in the forecast. That's not exciting. But what is exciting, I guess the horses picked the round bale that's getting put in the feeder. I was just gonna say, what is exciting is we are going to be using this feeder today. So we're taking this hay and feeding it. This one's gonna get fed here. We're gonna take 3 and put it up in the middle field feeder. And the other one is gonna go on the other side. And we're gonna get 5 new bales to put a wall here for now, which will be taken out if we have fresh first cutting hay coming in. Lots of things to do. Let's show you it all. So this doesn't necessarily work 100% of the time, but something that I did find out that works really good with those rear bale spikes. When I'm angling the rear spear down with the hydraulics, if once we have full contact with the bale, lower my 3-point all the way down and then slowly drive into the bale and then actuate the hydraulic cylinder, which curls the whole arm back, what it'll do is it'll rest fully into the bale. When I pick it up, it's completely level. The bale won't fall off my rear spike. Interesting thing for anybody who's using a rear bale spike. A little tip, passing it on. Something I learned, pretty cool. Like I said, it's not 100% successful, but when it works, it's awesome. Well, that's pretty wild. Do you guys remember? We put 3 round bales in this feeder last week, and that's it. That's all that's left. That was some good hay. We'll push this up so they can finish off that little mound, and we're definitely gonna add 3 more. I'm so happy that we made this feeder and designed it with the ability for it to hold 4 round bales. If we ever need to put 4 round bales in this feeder, that's insane, but here we are putting 3 in it, so crazy. Cool little fact for you, each of these round bales are between 600 to 800 pounds. So we're talking on the low end about 1,800 pounds of hay in 1 week that is just gonna disappear. All right, first time we're using the new hay feeder. I guess all I need to do is just cut the wrap off this and then just push it forward. Just in case any are curious in regards to how we're planning on feeding these bales, I know once there's hay on this side, I won't be able to come out of this side, so it will be fed from this side, the same side that the horses eat from, and dropped in. And these are why you don't store a bale long term directly on dirt. And that's what your bottom's gonna look like, it'll all rot. So we'll be putting these on pallets. That's the short-term plan. Long-term, we are gonna be putting down a gravel stone base that will separate the moisture from the bale, allowing it to sit there without it sucking or siphoning up moisture from the ground. I was rather surprised to find out that concrete is one of the absolute worst things you could use for the floor on a hay barn. Though it's nice for an equipment shed, concrete does sweat, especially when you have a hay sitting on top of it. That sweat completely destroys the bottom, and then the bales will siphon the moisture to the top. So you actually have more damage leaving this on concrete than dirt. And we're not doing either. Get my hay barn dirty. Now this feeder will be able to hold 6 round bales. I don't know why we would ever need to feed that many. And if the horses were cooperative, which they usually aren't, because you know, the big guy, he's gonna want to eat with his head here, with his butt going out that direction. But if they all came in at a line, you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you could do about 14 horses in here that are all out of the rain, their food's out of the rain, and they could just eat. That's pretty awesome. I'd be surprised if I saw 14 in here. Like I said, the horses usually don't allow that to happen, so my guess is it'll be more like 6 to 8 on average. But that's okay. We have the other closed-in feeder in this pasture that can hold 2 round bales that can also hold about 12 to 14 horses. So technically speaking, we've got room for almost 30 horses in this pasture for hay. And that's not even counting the other 2 extra overflow feeders. We're set. Those pretty little wildflowers. Aren't those gorgeous? Just look at all this orchard grass. Oh man, that's beautiful. I'm just trying to go in on the side because I don't want to damage the hayfield now. I don't actually think this is going to stay hay. I think this might be this field's last year being hay. I could be misspeaking though, so we'll see. There's the pollen coming off the hay as the back of the wagon hits it. The best way to stack round bales going up is with a bale grapple, similar to what we used for actually moving the wrapped round bales. I don't own one currently. The neighbor farmer that let us borrow his excavator was actually just here and said I'm welcome to borrow it. So we'll see about that. I might be using that for stacking in here, because there's a few tricks that you could do to get them up higher using my tractor. But it does sound like we're probably going to be using the bigger loader tractor for stacking 2 round bales on top of these 2. And then that will be right up to the roof then with our hay. The key here is just going to make sure when we're baling hay that it is a dense bale. It needs to be a dense bale, otherwise it'll crush on the bottom and then you'll have it toppling over. Now granted, they're going to be wall to wall in here, front to back. So the only sections that you'll have it where it'll fall will be this back section here, which the horses would love because then they just get random free hay. Or near the front of the barn. The sides, of course, you know, it'll just rest on the walls or anything like that. So not a big deal there. But obviously, if we have a nice dense bale, we've got a strong foundation, big pillar of hay, it stays where it's at, but it looks good. For moving the hay, we could use bale spear or pallet forks that we actually own. If I had a hay grapple, that would be exactly what I'm using. That is the best thing for stacking hay. And my tractor can actually grab them in the middle here, and we could move two simultaneously, and it would be able to come up, and then we could take the two up and over and put it right up on top and then come down. We are pushing the limits of what my tractor can do in regards to height. You know, my tractor's the only one on the farm with a third function on the front of it. If we had a third function on the 130, tough skis. This is our first year doing this though, so now we gotta iron out the kinks with this new way. We've got wrapping down, and I'm so happy I don't have to worry about that anymore. With hay done, we can now work on getting this load of lumber up to the horse stable, because it needs to be up there for tomorrow and for the next day in regards to some projects that we've got coming up. So we gotta get that up there. I gotta grab a tarp because this will be stored outside. And then we can get started on our project this afternoon, which involves the multi-lander, the four-wheeler, the tractor, and muscle. Woo! With all of that now cared for, we're back at the horse stable. Glad we started early. Let's go get these guys turned out. We've got a few fly masks we need to put on, some of them, and then we're good to get started for our afternoon job. With all of the horses out, we can now get started on this stall, which was just freshly used by Archer, so it's a little dirtier than usual, which just makes for all the more fun. That liquid that you're seeing is not water. It was water, but currently not water. Very good. Whew. Now we fill it with dirt. With the mats out, we can now start trucking dirt. We've got our multi-lander hooked up. We're gonna be using the four-wheeler since we're working inside the horse stable. And the four-wheeler can't tow too much. Not to mention the multi-lander size is a little deceiving. It's not able to tow as much as you could fit in there, specifically with dirt, because dirt's a very heavy material. So we're gonna do one heaping bucket load in there, even though in the past I've put 3 or 4. Just not good for the wagon, and the quad won't be able to move. So we're gonna do one and leave it at that. Okay. See what I mean though? Definitely could fit another bucket in there. But nope, I'm not falling for it this time. No way, no how. I'm stuck. Don't worry though. We're making a trail. There you go. And we're almost through to dry ground. One bucket load of dirt, that's all that was. Almost there, guys, almost there. I know you guys are very excited about this. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is the one. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. Boom! I don't like sending it, you know, it's hard on the quad. We made it. Perfect. We've got our dirt up here and we are ready. I'm gonna stop for a light lunch. The last thing you wanna do before you do a bunch of physical work is eat. And we'll get right to it.
I think I'm going.
No more lollipop.
Why?
Caught right on, didn't you? For lunch today, we're having chicken sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, and looks like Megan's got some salad too.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my light.
Lunch is over. we have a Gavin helping us out today. Very exciting. Now we do all the physical labor. There we go. Keep coming. A little more, a little more. Coming. Good. That's good right there. Good about right there. Oh. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a better way of getting the dirt into that stall. Maybe.
That's what I thought we were gonna do. I thought I was gonna unload while you leveled it, but
Oh, do you want me to level
I
it?
have an idea.
Gavin's got an idea.
Working.
I'll keep working.
Oh,
That is a good idea. I'm impressed.
honestly, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work either. Yeah, that'll work. Double the manpower. This'll work actually pretty good. And then once we get this opening spot done, we can move this little wagon in here, and then I can just push it wherever I need to and dump it.
Yeah.
That's a good plan, Kevin. Good deal. We're almost at the level we need on one spot. Dirty is not the issue, it's more the manual labor. We're used to everything being done for us, you know, with equipment. That's why we made that hole for it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get less rocky dirt for the next couple of weeks. Does that sound reasonable to you guys?
I don't know. I think the rocks add a nice touch of depth. I figured out something I could do with it.
See that? I'm helping. And this one again. Yeah. And how's it each? The middle.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of impressed how much dirt one bucket load gets. All right, I think that's good for this load. There's horse tracks up here. That's funny, man. He's a little heavy. We're not moving. I'm still not moving. Good thing we got a front weight on here, Gavin.
We got some dead horses over here. What's that? We got Coco and Obi are just laying flat out. RJ's sleeping, Skywalker's sleeping, and Fire's sleeping. Let's see if we make it through. I made a little path for you, Gavin. We should be good.
Thank you.
Oh, like nothing. Like butter.
All right, bring it back. Bring it back. That's good. Hold on, Gavin. Hold on. We need to look like we're working. There's not supposed to be rocks in this dirt. False advertisement. Oh my goodness, Gavin. We're almost done, buddy. Woo, we're getting there. We're done loading dirt.
Ended up being 2 bucket loads.
Now the fun part. All rocks can go in the muck bucket.
Stuck on.
There you go. All right, looks like the only thing that's big is this part right here. Nice. Good. Ooh. That one went in pretty good. I feel like that foot in SpongeBob with the spikes. That was good. Bigger boot. Bigger boot. I think Arthur's gonna like his new stall.
You better.
Goes over here. All right, this job's done.
That is pretty nice. Yeah, it's nice. All right, we've got 2 more bucket loads of dirt to move yet for another project. But the good news is that project requires minimal hand labor, which we are about.
I didn't sign up for anything other than Archer's stall.
Look at this crew. What do you think they're telling us, Gavin?
They want to eat, even though it's not time yet.
Yeah, you guys are about an hour early. Just about.
Down the quad, I'll do all the stuff.
Okay, bring her back. All right, hang on.
Okay, go ahead, pull forward.
Hold it. Hold it.
I'm holding.
All right, there you go. Drive her forward. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Nice. Hold it. Got a little clump up at the top. Okay, a little forward. Keep going. Okay, hold it for a sec. Okay, a little more. Keep going. Nice. You're empty. Oh, what are you doing? This looks nice. Whoever got this dirt did a good job. That looks great, Gavin. Good.
We're here with Archer. Archer, what do you think of your new floor? I think that means he likes it. Speaking of liking things, you guys should like the video if you haven't already, and consider subscribing so you can keep up to date on all the new videos.
And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Give me.
Hang on. Hold on. Stop. I'll stop.
Doesn't even move. Why does it shouldn't move? I'm not even doing this right now. It's doing it
It's
itself.
just ready. Hey.
Your camera fell. Oh. These are good bloopers.
It's gonna come a clap. It's gonna come a clap. There we go. You see that? It tried to hit me.
It attacks you.
It tried. It failed. Like all Walmart.
Hey, that was a good clip, Weather. Do that again. Do that again. That was good.